I'm alive and I'm happy to be back home here at Shiloh. I'll say more a little bit later. And the truth is, today may not be the day that I explain to you all that I've been through. But the enemy tried to take me out, but God has preserved my life. And it's good to see your faces. Oh, I'm sweating already. It's good to see your faces. Happy New Year to you all. Again, I want to make sure that I don't make this worship service about me, because it's not about me. It's what God has done in my life. And maybe I'll say this before we get to our baby dedication in the next few moments. I sure do appreciate your prayers. I thought more people would say amen, because we do have a praying church. The only way that I would have been able to come out on this side of the topsoil is because of your prayers and the prayers of people all over this planet. I haven't been able to get back to all of the text messages and all of the phone calls. Anybody that's ever been through anything that is traumatic, you know that you go through brain fog. And brain fog is just this. You say you're going to do something in 1 minute, and then 2 minutes later you forget what it is that you were thinking about doing. And I know somebody's like, but Pastor, where are your glasses? I promise you, I'm not trying to be cool or handsome today. With everything that's happening in my body, for some reason or other, my eyesight has gotten better. I like wearing glasses though, so once everything normalizes, I promise you I'll have some new glasses with a new prescription. But for right now, I mean, I'm driving without glasses, and maybe I shouldn't say this because my license says I need corrective glasses. But when I put on my glasses, everything is blurry. And so, let me just say this. Don't let anybody tell you that God is not a healer. I've been to a few places over the last couple of weeks since this thing has happened. And, you know, some people say, Pastor, you look younger. I know I lost some weight. And maybe that's not a bad thing. Maybe it's a good thing that I've lost some pounds because I feel a little bit better in my body, but I'm still a sick man. But day by day, I'm feeling a little bit better. And I also want to say this. This has been traumatic for my children. They've never seen me sick before. And when you come into an emergency room and you see your dad in a certain kind of way, it's tough. I won't say who, but I had a conversation with one of them, and they're like, Dad, I can't get you out of my dreams the way that I saw you. And so if you want to pray for me, you prayed and I'm alive. But I want you to pivot because I'm getting better. Pray for my children because, you know, when you hear at school, you know, sometimes people say things that are weird. It's a very small community, this thing that we call Adventism. And when you go to school and you hear, is your dad dead or alive, that's hard for children. And I want them to have a normal life. I'm doing the best that I can to get better. I don't want them pushing me around in a wheelchair prematurely or walking slowly behind a walker. I'm not an old man despite all this gray hair. But I've said all of that to say, Shiloh Church, and I'm sure that there are other people that may be watching online, I sure do appreciate how much you guys prayed for me. Maybe I'll say this last thing. I literally felt my body shutting down. And it's not a feeling that I welcome. I knew that the Lord was about to do something. And as my body was shutting down towards death, He just did something and put it back towards life. So I don't know about the white tunnel. You know, people say that you're traveling. I don't know about all of that. And, you know, a friend of mine who works in the healthcare sector, as they were reading through all of the notes from the moment that I was admitted to the point of being discharged, they were like, you are right. You were literally dying on that table based on these notes that are in the file. And so all I'm telling you is, whether you are a Christian or not, whether you're in the building or at home, God still heals. God still restores. And I'm proof that He's alive because I'm alive. So that's it. That was longer than I wanted it to be. I'm so grateful I don't have to read with these glasses for these notes that are here right now. You don't even know.